Hello everyone, this is Tanushree Chowgle and you're watching Ganga Education. Welcome back to my channel. On this channel, you will get information relating to law, and if you are looking for some competitive examination related to law, then you are on a right platform. I have done some videos in past on those topics also. I am going to drop links for you in the description box below. Now let's continue with our today's topic. This is part 3 of Civil Judge Junior Division and Judicial Magistrate First Class Preliminary Examination held in Maharashtra in 2019. We have already solved total 50 questions. Links of those videos are mentioned in description box. Please check it. And in this video, we will solve from question number 51 to question number 75. So let's get started. Question number 51. A tenant who continues possession with landlord's consent after determination of lease is. Option number 1. A tenant holding over. Option number 2. A tenant at will. Option number 3. A tenant at sufferance. Option number 4. None of the above. And the correct answer is option number 3. A tenant at sufferance. Now question number 52. One of the requirements of Section 53A of the Transfer of Property Act is. Option number 1. Transferee is in adverse possession of the property. Option number 2. Transferee has been or is willing to perform his part of contract. Option number 3. Transferee's right to set the specific performance has been declared as unenforceable. Option number 4. Transferee has paid the whole amount of consideration. And the correct answer is option number 2, that is a transferee has been or is willing to perform his part of contract. Now question number 53. A contract for sale of immovable property creates, option number 1, interest in such property. Option number 2, charge on such property. Option number 3, both 1 and 2 above. Option number 4, neither interest nor charge. And the correct answer is option number 4, that is neither interest nor charge. Now question number 54. The rents and profits of the immovable property from the date of agreement till the ownership passes to the buyer go to. Option number 1, the seller or buyer as per agreement's paid consideration when agreement is silent about it. Option number 2, both equally in absence of such agreement. Option number 3, the buyer in absence of such agreement. Option number 4, the seller in absence of such agreement. And the correct answer is option number 4, the seller in absence of such agreement. Now question number 55. Unless there is something contrary in subject and context in the Transfer of Property Act. A. Immovable property includes standing timber. B. Instrument means testamentary instrument. Choose the correct option. Option number 1, A is correct and B is incorrect. Option number 2, A is incorrect and B is correct. Option number 3, both are correct. Option number 4, both are incorrect. And the correct answer is option number 4, both are incorrect. Now question number 56. Plaintiff succeeded in proving that defendant number 1 accepted rupees 1 lakh and entered into agreement to sell the suit property for rupees 5 lakh. But defendant 2 purchased it for rupees 4 lakh with knowledge of the plaintiff's agreement. Defendant number 1 executed sale deed in favor of defendant number 2. Now what will be the proper course? Option number 1, to decree the suit, direct defendant number 1 to execute sale deed and plaintiff to pay the balance price to defendant number 2. Option number 2, to dismiss the suit. Option number 3, to decree the suit, direct defendant number 2 to execute sale deed and plaintiff to pay the balance price to defendant number 2. Option number 4, to decree the suit and direct defendant number 2 to join defendant number 1 to execute sale deed and plaintiff to pay balance price to defendant number 2. And the correct answer is option number 4, that is to decree the suit and direct defendant number 2 to join defendant number 1 to execute sale deed and plaintiff to pay balance price to defendant number 2. Now question number 57. A suit by vendee for specific performance of contract to sell an agriculture land with condition of the vendor obtaining collector's permission. Option number 1, cannot be decreed as the agreement is void. Option number 2, cannot be decreed as the agreement is voidable at the option of the vendor. Option number 3, can be decreed but execution is subject to obtaining the collector's permission. Option number 4, can be decreed as the agreement is voidable at the option of vendee. And the correct answer is option number 3, can be decreed but execution is subject to obtaining the collector's permission. Now question number 58. Application to amend plaint to include alteration claim of refund of earnest money and compensation. Option number 1, can be allowed as regard earnest money subject to limitations. Option number 2, can be allowed as regard compensation subject to limitation. Option number 3, cannot be allowed. Option number 4, both can be allowed even if time barred. And the correct answer is option number 4, both can be allowed even if time barred. Now question number 59. Two daughters and their parents agreed to sell an immovable property jointly owned with a minor daughter to P with permission of court. The court rejected permission for sale of minor's share. P sued for specific performance of agreement to the extent of parents and major daughters. Specific performance shall be option number 1, refused. Option number 2, allowed to the extent of share of parents only. Option number 3, allowed to extent of share of two daughters only. Option number 4, allowed to extent of shares of two daughters and parents. And the correct answer is option number 4, allowed to extent of share of two daughters and parents. Now question number 60. A. An agreement to sell an immovable property mortgaged for less than sale price can be enforced. B. A landlord can recover possession of the property from the person who unlawfully dispossessed his tenant under section 6 of the Specific Relief Act. Choose the correct option in respect of the above statements. Option number 1, A is correct and B is incorrect. Option number 2, A is incorrect and B is correct. Option number 3, both are correct. Option number 4, both are incorrect. And the correct answer is option number 3, that is both are correct. Now question number 61. A. Absence of averment of ready and willingness makes the suit for specific performance of contract liable to be dismissed. B. Where granting injunction would cause delay in completion of project of electricity distribution, no injunction should be granted. Choose the correct option in respect of the above statements. Option number 1, A is correct and B is incorrect. Option number 2, A is incorrect and B is correct. Option number 3, both are correct. Option number 4, both are incorrect. And the correct answer is option number 2, that is A is incorrect and B is correct. Now question number 62. A. Court can extend time to deposit the balance price in spite of order in decree to pay it by a certain date, and on failure the suit stands dismissed. B. As regards a suit for specific performance of contract of sale of immovable property, the prayer for possession can be made in final decree proceeding. Choose the correct option in respect of the above statements. Option number 1, A is correct and B is incorrect. Option number 2, A is incorrect and B is correct. Option number 3, both are correct. Option number 4, both are incorrect. And the correct answer is option number 3, both are correct. Now question number 63. As per the Specific Relief Act, A. Unless and until the contrary is proved, court shall presume that the contract to transfer immovable property cannot be adequately released by monetary compensation. B. A contract which is in its nature determinable cannot be specifically enforced. Choose the correct option in respect of the above statements. Option number 1, A is correct and B is incorrect. Option number 2, A is incorrect and B is correct. Option number 3, both are correct. Option number 4, both are incorrect. And the correct answer is option number 2, A is incorrect and B is correct. Now question number 64. A. Perpetual injunction can be granted by a decree only upon merits of the suit. B. Temporary injunction may be granted after the judgment also. Choose the correct option. Option number 1, A is correct and B is incorrect. Option number 2, A is incorrect and B is correct. Option number 3, both are correct. Option number 4, both are incorrect. And the correct answer is option number 3, both are correct. Now question number 65. A suit for cancellation of written instrument by a party against whom it is A. Void is tenable. B. Voidable is not tenable. Choose the correct option. Option number 1, A is correct and B is incorrect. Option number 2, A is incorrect and B is correct. Option number 3, both are correct. Option number 4, both are incorrect. And the correct answer is option number 1, A is correct and B is incorrect. Now question number 66. A. An injunction cannot be granted when the plaintiff has no personal interest in the matter. B. A suit by a co-partner against Karta of the family restraining from alienating the house property of the joint family for legal necessity is not tenable. Choose the correct option. Option number 1, A is correct and B is incorrect. Option number 2, A is incorrect and B is correct. Option number 3, both are correct. Option number 4, both are incorrect. And the correct answer is option number 3, both are correct. Now question number 67. A tenant of a residential premises died last year. At the time of his death, his married daughter was residing with him and his unmarried daughter was residing away and separate from him. Upon his death, as per section 7, subsection 15 of the Maharashtra Rent Control Act 1999, who becomes tenant? Option number 1, married daughter. Option number 2, unmarried daughter. Option number 3, both. Option number 4, none of the above. And the correct answer is option number 1, married daughter. Now question number 68. A is a licensee of B under a written agreement of license for a certain period under the Maharashtra Rent Control Act 1999. The property is situated in Pune. A continued possession even after expiry of the license period, which is the legal forum for B to file eviction proceeding. Option number 1, Small Causes Court, Pune. Option number 2, Civil Judge Senior Division, Pune. Option number 3, Joint Civil Judge Junior Division, Pune. Option number 4, Competent Authority. And the correct answer is option number 4, Competent Authority. Now question number 69. In a suit for eviction under the Maharashtra Rent Control Act on willful default and bona fide requirement grounds, the tenant already paid the arrears of rent till the date of reply to the demand notice but did not regularly deposit rent during the pendency of the suit. The plaintiff could not prove his bona fide need. Option number 1, suit is liable to be dismissed as the rent was paid as per the demand notice. Option number 2, suit is liable to be dismissed by granting one chance to the tenant. Option number 3, suit is liable to be decreed on willful default ground. Option number 4, suit is liable to be decreed on both grounds. And the correct answer is option number 3, suit is liable to be decreed on willful default ground. Now question number 70. Under the Maharashtra Rent Control Act, in absence of a contract to the contrary, a tenant is not to do the following: A. Subletting. B. Giving on license. C. Assignment. D. Transfer. Choose the correct option. Option number 1, A and B. Option number 2, A, B and C. Option number 3, B, C and D. Option number 4, all the above. And the correct answer is option number 4, all the above. Now question number 71. An agreement of leave and license under the Maharashtra Rent Control Act for dash 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 needs to be compulsorily registered. Option number 1, 10 months. Option number 2, 11 months. Option number 3, 12 months. Option number 4, any period. And the correct answer is option number 4, any period. Now question number 72. A. In the absence of written agreement of lease, the landlord is precluded from giving evidence of terms and conditions of lease under the Maharashtra Rent Control Act. B. A suit under the Maharashtra Rent Control Act has to be decided in 9 months. Choose the correct option. Option number 1, A is correct and B is incorrect. Option number 2, A is incorrect and B is correct. Option number 3, both are correct. Option number 4, both are incorrect. And the correct answer is option number 4, both are incorrect. Now question number 73. As per the Maharashtra Rent Control Act, A. It is unlawful for a landlord to accept a deposit to grant lease. B. It is unlawful for tenant to claim a sum for relinquishment of tenancy. Choose the correct option. Option number 1, A is correct and B is incorrect. Option number 2, A is incorrect and B is correct. Option number 3, both are correct. Option number 4, both are incorrect. And the correct answer is option number 4, both are incorrect. Now question number 74. As per the Maharashtra Rent Control Act, A. Closing of balcony of the landlord premises without landlord's written consent amounts to causing damage to the building. B. Erecting a permanent structure by tenant on the let out premises without landlord's consent is a legal ground for eviction. Choose the correct option. Option number 1, A is correct and B is incorrect. Option number 2, A is incorrect and B is correct. Option number 3, both are correct. Option number 4, both are incorrect. And the correct answer is option number 2, that is A is incorrect and B is correct. Now question number 75. Under the Maharashtra Rent Control Act, for eviction of tenant on non-user ground, the landlord has no burden to prove the following fact. Option number 1, the premises were not used continuously for 6 months just before the suit. Option number 2, it was not used for the purpose for which it was let out. Option number 3, the non-user was without reasonable cause. Option number 4, none of the above. And the correct answer is option number 3, that is the non-user was without reasonable cause. That's it for this video. We have totally solved 75 questions. In next video, we will solve remaining 25 questions. If you really like my video, please subscribe my channel and hit on a bell icon right next to it. And if you really like my video, then please give me thumbs up and stay tuned. Thank you for listening.